Hey all, welcome back to ShareTrick. Today is 3rd December 2021 and it's almost 3:30 p.m., 30 minutes to the market close. What a day it has been. As usual, the disclaimers first. Please note these are my opinions and for entertainment purpose only. It's not financial advice, so please consult your own financial planner and do your own due diligence before you invest in shares. Having said that, please like, share and subscribe and give me your feedback in the comments below so that I can make this a much better segment for you. And we'll start with the VIX. Having said that, let's get started. Here we go with the VIX. You can see the earlier triangle that we drew over which the VIX spiked up, and then it formed another triangle, and out here it was totally difficult to predict. I was thinking that the VIX will start falling downwards, but it came down yesterday, and then again it turned around and just is galloping upwards. So we'll have to wait and see how much more it can go, because right now everything seems on steroids. So I'm not going to make any prediction on where the VIX goes, but as the VIX keep on spiking, we are going to see that the indices will be falling. So around 3:31 p.m. today, right? If we are looking at the Nasdaq index, it's down 2.71%. Dow is down 0.40%, so it's done relatively better than the other indices. S&P 500 is down 1.25%, and that kind of gives you a state of the market. Let's next look at the heat map. What we find here is that it's a sea of red, and there are some green spots though, but the tech sector is totally in the red. Apple, Microsoft, Facebook, Amazon, Baba, Tesla, CRM, JP Morgan. Financials is also in the red. Financials had shown a big bit of a jump yesterday, and I thought the money was moving in the financial sector because of the interest rate scares, but that's not the case, it seems. So everything is red. However, the pandemic stocks like J&J, PFE, Moderna, they are all in the green. And the other area that's in the green is telecom services. Makes sense. Like if you have lockdowns and all, telecom is going to be of use. And then consumer defensive is on mostly green. Utilities are green defensive. So that's the state of the market as of now. Let's start with our set of shares here in the biotech sector, which is all CRISPR stocks and pharma. So overall, it has been a really bad day for our set of stocks that we have here. Only Regeneron has done a little bit. It has eked out a marginal 0.18% gain, and it has been on heavy volume. So that's a really good sign, and it seemed to have a lot of support from the 11-day EMA. So overall, pretty impressed. But at the same time, if you look at the RSI, it is coming to be overbought, and MACD is extremely bullish, and OBV saw a very big spike. This indicates the momentum of capital and also the volume. So all indicators are that something good has happened today for Regeneron, and I suspect it has got to be with some big order for monoclonal antibodies or something like that. That's what I can think of to explain. So it's a $1.16 increase in the price today. So that's the only good news we have. Let's look at Vertex next. And Vertex has lost 0.31% today. And all the purchase has come towards the end of the day. It's like suddenly people changed their mind and thought, no, I have got to buy. This is a steal. So same like Regeneron, you see all indicators are moving upward and bullish. Teladoc had a huge volume of sales at the last minute. If you see the last candle, red candle here, that's what happened for Teladoc. It also started gaining like other shares in our group, but something went wrong here, and there was a huge volume dump. And at the end of the day, Teladoc is at 4.32% below yesterday's price. It lost $4.17. Next, let us look at Beam. Beam lost 6.26%. And fortunately, there was a huge spike in the volume at the last minute. But if you look at the last, it's a doji candle, which means there has been a struggle between the bulls and bears, and we are halfway in between. So it's anybody's guess what is going to happen tomorrow. Likewise, if you look at the RSI, it's absolutely benign and neutral. whereas the MACD is a bit bullish, but momentum has dropped a lot. OPV is down. And next, let us look at Bluebird Bio, which gained around 5.8% yesterday. It has lost all of it, plus more today. But you will see 3 huge spikes in the end, all green candles, which means that the stock has returned back into favor for some reason. So all in all, it seems that in the biotech field, there was a general panic in the market and people got into it, but at the end of the day they thought, no, wait a minute, it's not worth selling our stocks dirt cheap, let us buy it back. So that's my interpretation of what's happening in these charts. Let us look at Editas. Editas also gained, but just like TDOC, in the last minute there was a huge volume of dump. See the dump out here, there's a huge volume, there's a big red bar in the histogram, and there's a big red candle which is heavy at the bottom. So we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. RSI is turned downward. MACD is still bullish, but it looks like it may cross over the signal line and become bearish. OBV is down. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Intelia lost 8.11%. That's huge. It's among the largest drops apart from CRISP, and that translates to $8.92. And again, fortunately, the bright sign is that towards the end of the day, there was a huge volume of buying, and that's what has salvaged the situation, or else we were close to 99.46, $100 for Intelia. Likewise for CRISPR, 8.8% drop, and at the worst of the day, we were at around $68. That was the lowest that we have recorded, 68.16. And again, at the end of the day, there was huge volume purchases, which kind of salvaged the situation. And we have overall really bad situation today in the market. Now, I wouldn't pretend to know what's going to happen tomorrow, because there's a lot of panic and volatility in the market, and it would be very foolish to guess what's going to happen tomorrow. But there are a few probabilities based on past experience with this situation I would like to share with you. One probability is that we get what is called as a dead cat bounce, which is the morning will open with a huge spike, and then everything will start dropping back again and continue on its downwards journey. That's called as a dead cat bounce. So if I had bought any shares today at the bottom of the market, I would aim to sell it the first thing in the morning as soon as we see a bounce, because I would be more certain, I think I would be more confident that it's a dead cat bounce, because nothing has changed. So that's one possibility. And the other possibility is that we continue going down. If we are continuing to go down, the strategies that I would adopt basically is that if I have some really good shares, I would be dollar cost averaging them by buying smaller installments of the same shares, smaller quantities of the same shares at lower and lower price, because we can't time this market. We don't know when the market is going to bottom out. So dollar cost averaging is what I would do. The other opportunity I'm thinking of is that given the tax season, it's possible that we could sell some loss-making shares, the bad purchases that we had made, book the losses, release the capital, and lock it in progressively in dollar cost averaging downward. So that is the second strategy I would do. The third strategy would be to do portfolio realignment, move out of sectors where you probably have some profit and move into places where these losses are giving you greater opportunity to dollar cost average, and position yourself for a good deal of gain when the market bounces back. So these are the thoughts I have in my mind for the current situation. I hope you like this segment, and that brings me to the end of this segment. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe and help us grow this channel. Have a great day until the next video, and bye.